Mongolia, a country the size of the state of Alaska, is covered with harsh deserts and has a nearly untamable landscape. Yet it has given life and home to more than 3 million people and has a rich culture and history. In the 13th century, under the rule of Genghis Khan and his descendants, the Mongol Empire stretched all the way from Korea to Hungary. However, in the early 1400s, the Mongol Empire began to break up as nobles fought for power. In the 1600s, the Mongols formed an alliance with the Manchus of China, who later took over the whole of Mongolia. When the Manchus fell from power in 1911, the Mongols declared their independence. However, southern Mongolia, called Inner Mongolia, still remains a part of China. In 1919, the Chinese invaded Mongolia. However, with the aid of the White Russian Army, Mongolia was liberated by 1924. They became the Communist Mongolian People's Republic later that year. When communism collapsed in 1989, Mongolia began a transition into democracy. Since then, there have been reforms and elections have been held. 95% of the Mongolian population is Mongol. The primary spoken language is the Khalkha-Mongol dialect. 50% of all Mongols are Buddhist. Mongolia's harsh climate has caused many farmers to move to urban areas like Ulaanbaatar. This has caused a division between the richer urban workers and poor rural farmers. One example of this is their clothing. In urban areas, most people dress in Western clothing. However, rural dwellers prefer to wear traditional gowns and tunics, called deel. Mongolia has many different traditional gestures. One usually greets the other by shaking hands and saying "Sainu" or "hello" to the other person. Toward elders or another of higher status, the term "gui" is added during the greeting. Another is the "zolgo," a respectful gesture used on the holiday of Songgan-sar, or the Lunar New Year. This gesture includes the younger person gently holding the older person's elbows. The elder then lightly touches their lips to the younger person's forehead. During a formal visit, the host sits opposite from the entrance. Tea and milk is usually served together. Mongolian diet consists of dairy products, barley, millet, and meat. Many also enjoy rice. However, fresh produce is limited because of the climate. Western utensils are commonly used to eat, though some prefer chopsticks. Most Mongolians live in nuclear families where the father is at the head of the family while the mother is responsible for household affairs. In the Mongolian culture, young people usually marry around age 25 for men and 23 for women. Recently, however, having a marriage after the completion of an education or an establishment of a career has been increasingly common. A man typically asks the father's permission before seeking a woman's hand in marriage. Western-style ceremonies are becoming popular, and divorce has also become commonplace. Mongolia has a democratic government. At the head of the government is the president, whose term lasts for 4 years. However, the president may be re-elected for a second term. While there are other parties, the main political parties are the Democratic Party and the Mongolian People's Party. Government corruption is a large problem in Mongolia, but the government has done its best to resolve this issue. Mongolian economy is based on livestock. It is also rich in coal, copper, tin, tungsten, and gold. Economic improvement has been caused by the increase in oil and mineral discoveries, gold production, road construction, and tourism. However, there are issues with inflation, drought cycles, and severe winters, and poverty. Mongolian public school is free to attend with small fees, while private schools have a tuition. After middle school, children can enter vocational training and college. If they choose not to attend college, they join the workforce. Mongolia is a nation blessed with a complex culture. Its people have conquered centuries of difficult farming and chaotic history and are now on their way to a brighter future.